The report of the inquiry by the Senate of the Australian Parliament into a national language policy in Australia proposed 5 purposes for studying a language other than English in Australian schools. The first point relates to what might be termed the most strictly utilitarian reasons for language learning, the acquisition of fluency in a language other than English for the purpose of direct communication. The communication in question may be of an informal nature, such as that which occurs during overseas travel, or between members of different groups within Australian society in a variety of social situations. In large measure, however, this language learning objective relates to the role of languages other than English in various fields of employment, such as interpreting and translating, international trade, diplomacy, and defense. Some witnesses to the inquiry cautioned against placing too heavy an emphasis on utilitarian goals. Professor M. Halliday commented, "I think one should not be too restricted to the practical arguments, which are in a sense dishonest if you say to someone, if you spend all this time learning a language, you will immediately be able to go and find a use for it. I think we should have a more rounded picture of the goal." The committee agrees that, taken in isolation, practical arguments tend to give an incomplete picture of the value of language learning in the early school years. For example, utilitarian objectives may well be less important than they are at tertiary level, where employment considerations exert a strong influence. Nonetheless, it seems indisputable that practical fluency skills must remain one of the major purposes of the language teaching enterprise, even though the emphasis placed upon these skills may vary considerably according to the educational context. The second purpose concerns the link between a language and the cultural context from which it emerges. Many submissions stress the value of the language learning experience as a means of understanding other cultures, and hence of developing sensitive and tolerant cross-cultural attitudes. This proposition is applied to cultures both within Australia and overseas. Thus, it is argued that language study can contribute in important ways both to harmonious community relationships within Australia and to an understanding of the cultural values of other countries. It is also contended that language provides the key to major historical cultures, such as the civilizations of classical antiquity, which have exerted a profound influence on the Western tradition. In the course of hearings, Dr. David Ingram of the Australian Federation of Modern Language Teachers Associations referred to evidence which lends some empirical support to the claim that the experience of language learning fosters the development of a better understanding of other cultures. The committee does not find the proposition difficult to accept. It believes, however, that the measure of success achieved is likely to be largely dependent on the teaching methodology adopted, and the degree of teacher commitment to the goal of cultural awareness and sensitivity.